Hi guys, welcome back to Island Girl Recipes. Today is a special dish from St. Lucia, dal pie with salt fish. Such an easy snack. So first of all, we want to start with the dough. Here we have our yeast. We're going to add some sugar and warm water to get that activated. So just mix that together and set it aside. Then prepare the other dry ingredients. So we have some flour in a bowl here. We're going to add some baking powder, some salt, then just mix them together. Next we want to add in some oil, and our yeast mix will be nice and activated by now. Add in the remaining water and just mix together nicely, bringing the mix into a nice soft dough. You can turn it out onto your work surface and then just knead it for a good 10-15 minutes. The more you knead it, the lighter and softer the dough becomes. Once the dough is nice and soft, you can leave it to rest in a covered bowl in a warm place for about 30 minutes. So next, while the dough is cooling, we're going to prepare the filling. So I have some dal here. I'm going to add some water, some Scotch bonnet, some garlic, some green seasoning, which I have a recipe for above, some turmeric, some Geera, and some salt. Just want to bring that to a boil and leave it to simmer for about 20 minutes or until the dal is nice and soft. Most of the water is evaporated and the dal is soft, so we're just going to drain the remaining and add it to a blender. We want to blend it till it's mostly smooth. A little bit of chunks here and there is fine. So once that's done, we want to just place it in a bowl and set aside. So next we just need to prepare the salt fish. So we're just going to add some water to a pan along with the salt fish. Bring it to a boil. Once it's boiled for about 15 minutes, you just want to drain it, mix it in some cold water, and then flake it up with our hand. Once that's done, you can set that aside, and we just need to prepare the final components for the filling. I'm just going to dice some onion, and some spring onion. So now that all the components of the filling are complete, we want to combine them. So I'm going to add some oil to the pan and start by sauteing the onions. Then we want to add the dal puree. Then we're going to add the salt fish. And finally the spring onions. Combine all that for a few minutes and then set it aside to cool. Next, to prepare the dough, as we can see it's doubled in volume, so we just want to turn it out onto our side and divide it into 8 equal pieces. Form each piece into a ball and then place on a tray. Cover the tray with cling film or a tea towel that's clean and leave the dough balls to proof for about 30 minutes. Now we're ready to assemble the pie. So We need to press out each ball till it's about a centimetre thick. Stuff the middle with a small handful of the filling. Stuff the filling down into the palm of your hand, then bring the edges together and pierce them together till it's all sealed. Turn it on its side and flatten, and that's essentially how we form the pie. So I'm going to repeat the process for all of the pies, and then we're going to fry them. So to prepare the pies for frying, I've just heated up some vegetable oil in my frying pan, and I'm just going to place in a couple at a time, cooking for a minute or so on each side, and just turning them regularly so that they get a nice even brown on both sides and throughout, and they're cooked until they're golden brown. Once they're brown all over, I'm just going to take them out and drain them on some kitchen paper. And that is basically our dal pies with saltfish finished. So I hope you like this one, guys. I really enjoyed this recipe and I pretty much ate all of these. So I hope you try them as well. Until the next time, peace and love.